Hey, Joy Rising, everyone. Or should I say good afternoon at this point. I am going to give you a quick higher self read to see what is it that our higher selves would like for us to know in this time. So, let's get ready. Okay. My new deck, higher self deck. So pretty. Alrighty, let's tap into some collective energy and see what we've got going on here. I hope everyone is doing well, feeling blessed and highly favored, of course. Hopefully able to get out and enjoy the beautiful sun. Recharge yourself and your crystals if you have crystals. Alrighty. God, please protect my energy as I channel this message for the collective. Amen and Ashe. Alright, let's get started. Well, that was quick. What does your higher self want you to know, collective? When you start the when you start the path appears, so take a step in any direction. So, is someone confused about what direction they should go in, or maybe even just confused about how to go about making some changes? Well, all you got to do is just put forth some action to making the change, and then you will actually find yourself on a path, and it will start to make more sense to you. What else, Spirit? Thank you. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. Like I just said, take that one step and then you'll be on that path. You just go from there. What else does my collective's higher self want them to know in this time, Spirit? Is there anything else that my collective needs to know from their higher self? I'll take it. Thank you. Everything is unfolding as it should be. So if you're worried about the path or direction you're supposed to be on, baby, I'm seeing 1111. You're on the right path, and your ancestors support that, whatever it may be for you. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else for my collective's higher self? Thank you. 2 cards came out. So we have, you have come back to the start to see what you missed. What you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. So someone may have been doing some soul searching possibly, and it's causing them to be a little confused about maybe some things that took place in their past, or maybe even situations where they feel like they were missing out on something. But the reality of it is that no, you missed out on it for a reason. It wasn't, you didn't miss out on anything. Okay, so where you was moving towards, it obviously wasn't meant for you, and that's why it didn't go anywhere. And that could be why you're confused about the direction that you should be going on. However, Spirit says when you open up a new door, walk through it and begin. So therefore, don't have fear. Step into the unknown is what I'm getting from that. The sacrifices you make today will be worth it. See what I'm saying? Step into the unknown. Your higher self wants you to step into the unknown. Stop being worried. Take that leap of faith. It seems what I'm hearing is you're going back to try to maybe claim something that used to be yours. Well, it used to be yours. It's not yours anymore. At least not in this lifetime. So don't try to take back what's yours in this lifetime. Allow it to flow back to you, because the sacrifices that you make today will be worth it, which means possibly it may not be so great in this lifetime, but the next one will be. Be patient, trust the wait, everything is coming together. Didn't I just say that? the next one will be. It might not be the next lifetime. I'm just saying. We're speaking higher self here. This is what your higher self wants you to know. It gets greater later. Okay? Anything else? Thank you. Let your true colors show, so your tribe knows how to find you. Don't be afraid to be who you are, because if you're not authentic with self, the people around you will not be authentic, and you'll never find your tribe. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to force what doesn't fit. Like I say in a lot of my readings, if it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, okay, it's not for you. So this is saying pretty much the same thing. Let your true colors show. Don't change who you are just to fit into a social group or to fit in with other people. You don't need to do that, because the reality of it is that you're blocking yourself from actually being able to find your tribe, the people that know who you are. Even though you may not have actually met them previously, they know you. They've met you. You might not remember it, you know, but your tribe is the people that are going to be there for you, understand you, guide you along the way. And it's a whole new friend group, basically. You got to leave out the old to be able to embrace the new. Last card is challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges. They're not just... You've got to leave out the old to embrace the new. That can be a challenge for a lot of us. Thank you, Spirit, for that message to the higher self. At the bottom of the deck, we have embrace what you've learned and cherish your experiences, because they are divinely fated. So as I said, do you believe me now or no? You do not need to be worried about the path that you're going into. You're going down the right path. This is for someone. You're going down the right path. However, you need to take that first step in walking down that path, because that door, it'll open. But if you don't walk through it, then you're going to remain stagnant. Okay? Once you walk through that door, everything is going to start to illuminate, and people will start to fall off. We know how this stuff goes, right? Yes, we do. Spiritual people, and even if you're not spiritual, you know, your mama tell you when you growing up, don't call everybody your friend. That ain't your friend. Mo3 said it. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. There's so many different ways to say it, but it is what it is. Okay? Don't be afraid to leave those folk behind so that you can step into a new, and to be able to be around with your tribe. Because just like how they say, rich people hang with rich people, broke people hang with broke people. However it goes, it's the same for this, okay? High vibrational people only want high vibrational people around. Nobody wants to deal with low vibrational situations or people if you're vibing higher than that. It gets boring. It gets pointless, and it's draining. So therefore, the low vibrational ones, they need to get out the way. You need to remove them. They got to go. You're going to have to turn your back and walk down that path through that new open door, so things can start to unfold. And then maybe, just maybe, you might actually get what you came back for, that you feel like you missed. It might shock you in the process, but it'll be worth it. Yeah. So your higher self wants you to be patient with yourself. Be courageous with yourself. Embrace your higher self. That's what your higher self wants you to do. This message is for someone. This message is for someone. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else that my collective needs to know about their higher self? What message does my collective's higher self have for them at this time that they need to? It didn't fly out, so I'm not going to take it. Okay, that one did. Thank you. Life isn't a sprint, it's a long race, and you're not in it just to win. And didn't I say it might not be this lifetime that you get what you come back for? But ultimately, you will get it. Eventually. But you got to make those sacrifices. You got to make those sacrifices. And you got to come back together with your people, with your tribe, with yourself. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting come back and be one with self. And don't allow yourself to be deterred based off of society, based off of what people think and what people believe. It doesn't matter. It's about what you believe, what you think. Okay? People might think you're crazy. Let them think that. So what? People might think that you're trying to start problems. If you know that that's not the case, then let them think that. So what? People might think that you're after them or vice versa. If you know that that's not the case, let them think that. So what? That is part of being tapped into your higher self, is not really caring what other people have to say or what other people think. We're all human beings. We make mistakes. We live our lives. We do things. We live life as it comes. So if anybody can't handle you living your life as it comes, then they don't need to be in your life. And that's why you need to walk through a different door, down a new direction. That has been your message, and I thank everyone for being here and joining me today. Until next time, guys, I'll be back, and I'll see you soon.